What's good, y'all? I'm Tasha D, and today we are going to be talking about pricing with confidence. Now, it doesn't matter if you are, again, a photographer or a painter, a designer, any type of creative medium. This is honestly going to help you because we do get a little anxious when it comes to pricing, and I want to help y'all on that because your price is your price, and whatever you make your price, no one should be able to talk you out or talk you down your price, because there's a reason for your price. You're not making this out of your head just because. There are reasons to this, and we're going to talk about it in 10 steps. Let's go on and talk about it. Understand the value of creativity, the experience that you bring, the originality of your artwork, and the impact of it. You want to make sure that you are giving what the client is looking for. So yes, the experience during your communication or during the sessions of your photo shoot, your services, whatever it is, make sure it's a good experience, because if it's not, don't know what to tell you. Be original. Don't be like the others. There's no reason for you to be out there not acting, but it's no reason for you to be out there and creating the same type of artwork as somebody else. The reason why the client came to you is because you're being original. They're not coming to you just because the art is good. It's because you're original and you're not like the others and you stand out. That's the whole point of originality, is to stand out. And a lot of people don't want to do that, and it's best if you do. Trust and believe. And the impact of your work definitely speaks. That is what speaks to the client, the customer, whoever is interested into your artwork. That is what is calling them come through with your artwork. Not with your artwork, but to come through and support you and, all that good stuff. All right, step 2 is to cover the cost and then some. Now, when I say cover the cost and then some, I mean literally cover the material that you're going to use, know if you're going to be renting out a studio or not, know how many hours you're about to put in this, know the software that you're using, know what any other type of equipment you may need to get, like SD cards or anything, CDs, whatever you need to get in order to create this project and deliver it the proper way to your client. Tally it up. Okay, tally it up and make sure you have the proper price for your service or pieces, because you are coming out of pocket when you are not labeling these things that need to be a part of your price. You do need to make sure that the studio rent is up in there. For example, I'm a photographer and we pay for studio. That studio rent could be at $80 an hour, or it could be $100 an hour. It just depends on where you go. The place that I go to, shout out to Cam Kirk Studios, they start off about at $80 an hour. But if you want to get to the private room, that's a whole nother price, and that's per hour. So if I do have a client that wants to do a private room that is more like a private room so that there's no other photographers watching our session, then that's going to be more. But if you want to just do the regular whatever, you don't care about anybody else being able to see our photo session, then that's going to be a little less. But that just depends on what you're looking for and how you feel, what makes you feel comfortable as the client. So for me, I will always have that in there. I will always let you know about studio pricing and what this is and what that is, and then we're always going to have that discussion and talk about it. But anyways, yes, materials, add that in there, because materials, that's very cost effective for everybody. Your experience deserves premium pricing, because your experience determines what you know and your quality and how you let yourself work and the ability of you working. And a lot of people probably don't even think about this, but it does matter. Like that whole part, you knowing what you need to know, all of that matters. Next, number 4, research the market. Now, you need to know your competitors. You need to understand why your competitors price their price. And if there's anything that you feel like you need to learn or to get better at, work on that so that you have a reason as to why your expertise have went up. You don't want to keep your brain, your knowledge, and all that down there below. There's no point, because then you won't be able to get anywhere staying in the same spot. You don't want to stay in the same spot. No, there ain't no reason to stay in the same spot, because you won't get anywhere. So you want to elevate your knowledge, you want to elevate your expertise, you want to make it go up so that you don't sit there on a log, not knowing where to go. So get on that. Next is the fearing of charging too much. Now, do not be afraid to charge too much. I'm pretty sure you're not charging too much. People just think that your price is mad high, and it's not. Like, if you look at your competitors, those that your quality and all that matches theirs, but your pricing is not where it's at, not to their level at least, you're not high. They may not even be high either. The client just not ready to pay for you. But there's also clients that are ready to pay for the quality that you have. They are willing to pay for the quality and the price that you have. And those are the clients that you want. You don't want the ones that want your quality, but they don't want your price. You want the ones that want both, not one or the other. They gotta have both. Check off both. Because if not, then you're gonna be wasting your time. We ain't got time to waste. Child, we ain't got no time to waste. This is the next step. Another thing that you can do with your pricing, actually to price with confidence really, is to have tier packaging. So like a basic, a standard, and a premium. Have that type of pricing. It's just flexible pricing offers. It's just an easier way for people to look at pricing and know what they want, versus you not necessarily having those package tiers, because then nobody knows where to start. And you want to be able to have somewhere for people to start. And if that is your start, make it as such. I've seen it actually work out for a lot of people. I do try to do tiers, but sometimes it has not worked out well for me. I'm not really sure why, but we're about to figure that out this year. Well, 2025. We're gonna figure that out, because I don't think my prices are too high either. I think they're quite reasonable compared to other people that I know. Number 7 of the list, communicate your value effectively. Now, you're gonna need to be ready to tell, or at least let a client know about your pricing and why your price is this price. And that is okay. You can put that into an invoice or on an Excel sheet or a Word document, whatever you need to do. Just like label it as to why this is this price, if they ask. Now, some clients may not ask, some may ask just to be curious, but try not to gatekeep that if you don't want to. Some people do, because it's like a protective thing, but you can label off as to why the price is this. Sometimes that helps a client be a little bit more relieved, like, all right, I'm not just paying this big, large number for the of it. I actually have reasons as to why it's this price. And it makes sense. It makes sense. This is one that I used to do for a very long time, and I am happy that I had told myself that I'm being mad strict about it, and I'm not playing with none of y'all, and that is to beware of the exposure offer. Some people will use few things. One, some people will use the exposure offer only for themselves, not for everybody that's a part of the project. Note that to yourself. If you feel that in your soul that the person that you are working with is only trying to do this only for their own benefit and not for everybody else. Next thing, is that you can do this with preferred creators that you want to be a part of the project, those that align with you. As of now, I have told myself that I am only working with people that align with me and the work that I am doing right now. I am not going to just work with Susie Q because I had worked with her some weeks, some years ago, and we had hit it off back then when I was doing at the beginning. But I've done elevated my work and I know exactly what I want to shoot. And it's not about to be something regular anymore. All right, that's where it's at. And there are other people out there that will do the TFP, trade for poster, trade for photo shoot, trade for whatever you trading for. They will do it the proper way in the exposure part, meaning when it is time for everybody to post, they will tag and send to everybody, tag everybody that is a part of the project, just so you all know this is the person that shot the images, this is the person that did the BTS, this is the model right here, this is the wardrobe stylist, this is the lighting director, this is the creative director, this is the posing coach. This is everybody a part of the project, and you're going to know who these people are, and you are going to follow these people, and you are going to support these people, and you're going to see how great everyone that's a part of this one project is on their own individual parts. That is what matters, and that is what exposure is supposed to be about. It's not supposed to be about the first person. The first part that I said, when people just be doing it just because they want to get the exposure for themselves and they don't care about you, that's not what that's for. So if you're going to do the exposure offer, make sure that it's a reason for it. Make sure you're doing it the proper way. Make sure that you are exposing everyone to your audience and for them to expose you to their audience. That's the whole point. It's to help other people grow, not to keep people in a box. All right, we're not staying in boxes. We're getting out these boxes, and we're going out there and we're gonna thrive, and we're gonna get our network up, because that's what that's for. Number 9 is to know how to handle negotiations. There might be someone that you want to work with or you've worked with for a very long time, and you want to help them out, and they have a budget. They have a certain budget. You can do bundle services. You can do like a line of work where that actually aligns with their budget. You can also do a payment plan. Yeah, you can do a payment plan. That's another thing. Like, that actually helps out with the client a lot, because that just helps with their pockets. Like, well, one client I've had before, I actually did do a payment plan for her, and that worked out pretty well. So try a payment plan, try a bundle service, and see how that holds up with your client. I'm pretty sure that will help out. That might help you out, because we're in some tough times right now when it comes to money, and a payment plan, knowing their budget, all that really can help you out. Like, it helps. Last but not least, this is very important and y'all better do it. Evolve and evaluate your pricing. When you get better, that price go up. When you get a bigger client, that price go up. Okay? You have learned something new, you put it into action, and now you know that you can do it. So you add it in there and the price goes up. You keep on letting that price get up, because you don't want to keep yourself staying there at the bottom. Like I said at the beginning, you don't want to be down, you want to go up every single time. And revise, look at your pricing every 6 to 12 months, because within those 6 to 12 months, you have either learned something new, or you have gained a better client. Not a better client, but you've gained a bigger client, I should say. And maybe you got more equipment, maybe you got more software, maybe you got some more material and you built something. Like, you just did something that evolved your work, that evolved your services, your business, and now it's time for them prices to go up. You can go up 50, or you can go 100, you can go up 1,000, don't matter. It's what you want to do. Because that client, they looking at you. Any size client, they looking at you. They are watching. Know that. So continue to do better in your cause they watching. I promise. And yeah, that's really about getting your prices together and being confident about your pricing, because you are worth it. 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 You are an artist. You are a creative person. You have services. You have art pieces. You have galleries. You have books. You have ebooks. You have all types of creative things to just sell and sell to you people, those that support. That is yours. That is your heart. That's your baby. It's worth it. It is worth it. You are worth it. Your prices are worth it. Don't let nobody talk you down or talk you out of your price. Okay? Because we don't need none of that. We ain't got no time to waste. And we got some art to make. Okay? And I just want to thank all of y'all for coming through to this video. Leave a comment. Leave likes. Go on and hit that like button. Go on and hit that bell too, so that you can get some alerts on any time that I post a video. My goal is every Friday. Let me know how you feel about this video. Let me know how you feel about pricing. If it weighs on your shoulders, however you feel, let me know in the comments. Make sure that they're respectful, because I don't do disrespect. I will block anybody that want to be disrespectful. You feel me? Yeah. So I will talk to y'all within the next one. I appreciate everyone coming through and, chopping it up with me. And I will holler at y'all later. Peace.